Have you ever walked through a park in autumn? The air is crisp, and every step crunches with the sound of fallen leaves beneath your feet. It's a season that invites us to slow down and notice the world around us. The landscape bursts with reds, yellows, and oranges, painting a breathtaking scene that feels almost magical. Each tree seems to compete for attention, showing off its brightest colors before the cold sets in. Soon, these colorful leaves fall, carpeting the ground in a mosaic of color. Some trees stand bare and skeletal, while others remain green and full of life, as if untouched by the changing season. Why do some trees shed their leaves while others keep them all year? It's one of nature's most beautiful puzzles, a question that has fascinated scientists and nature lovers alike for generations. This isn't random, it's a survival strategy, perfected over millions of years of evolution. Each tree's approach is a response to the challenges of its environment. Some trees let go of their leaves to conserve energy and water during winter, entering a kind of dormancy to survive the cold months ahead. Others keep their leaves, ready to take advantage of the first warm rays of spring. These evergreens stand out against the winter landscape, their needles adapted to withstand freezing temperatures. The answer lies in two different, but equally successful approaches to life. Deciduous and evergreen trees have each found their own way to thrive. To understand, we need to look at how trees eat, drink, and protect themselves from the elements. Their survival depends on a delicate balance. Leaves act as tiny factories, using sunlight to make food through photosynthesis. This process fuels the tree's growth and keeps it healthy. But leaves can also be a weakness, losing water, especially in harsh weather. When the air is dry or the sun is intense, trees risk losing more water than they can take in. In winter, frozen ground makes it hard for trees to absorb water. The cold locks away moisture, making survival a challenge for any plant. So trees have evolved unique solutions to balance food production and water conservation. Some drop their leaves to avoid water loss, while others have tough, waxy needles that hold on to moisture. As we explore, we'll meet the two main groups of trees and discover how their leaf strategies help them survive, adapt, and even flourish in the face of changing seasons. By looking closely at trees, we uncover the ingenious ways they thrive. Bare or green, each has a story to tell, revealing the remarkable adaptability of life on Earth. In the world of trees, two great families stand out: deciduous and evergreen. These groups are not just different in appearance, but in the very way they interact with the changing seasons and the environment around them. Their names reveal their secret. It's all about how they handle their leaves. Do they keep them through thick and thin, or do they let them go when times get tough? Deciduous trees are the showstoppers of the plant world, famous for their dramatic seasonal changes and bursts of color. In spring, they burst with fresh green leaves, soaking up sunlight and growing rapidly through the warm summer months. As autumn arrives, their leaves transform into a spectacular display of reds, oranges, and yellows before gently falling to the ground. In winter, these trees stand bare and silent, almost as if they're sleeping. This leafless state helps them survive cold, dry months by conserving water and energy. A clever adaptation for places with harsh winters. Evergreen trees, on the other hand, are the steadfast guardians of the forest, staying green and vibrant all year long, even when snow blankets the ground. Instead of losing all their leaves at once, evergreens shed old needles gradually, so they're never completely bare. Their tough, waxy leaves or needles help them survive cold, wind, and even drought. This means evergreens are always ready to capture sunlight and make food through photosynthesis, no matter the season or weather. You can think of deciduous trees as businesses that close up shop for the slow season, while evergreens are like stores that stay open all year, just running a bit slower in winter. Both strategies are incredibly successful, allowing trees to thrive in a wide range of environments, from the icy northern forests to the steamy, lush rainforests of the tropics. The world's forests are shaped and colored by these two approaches to managing resources, creating a patchwork of green and gold across the landscape. Whether shutting down for winter or staying ready for action, each tree family is perfectly adapted to its home, using its own unique strategy to survive and thrive. Their differences tell a fascinating story about how life can flourish in so many different ways, even in the same forest. Let's dive deeper into what makes each group special and discover the secrets behind their survival. The word deciduous comes from the Latin word decidere, which means to fall off. It's a fitting name because it perfectly describes what these trees do every year. Each autumn, deciduous trees shed their leaves in a dramatic, colorful display. But this isn't a sign of weakness or disease. It's actually a smart survival tactic that helps them thrive in changing seasons. Their broad, flat leaves are designed to soak up as much sunlight as possible during the warm months, fueling the tree's growth. However, these same leaves lose a lot of water through tiny pores called stomata, especially when the air is dry or cold. In winter, when water in the ground can freeze and become hard to access, this water loss becomes a serious problem for the tree's survival. To avoid drying out, deciduous trees drop their leaves in a process called abscission. This is a natural, healthy part of their life cycle. As days grow shorter and temperatures drop, the tree begins to pull valuable nutrients out of its leaves, storing them safely in its roots and trunk to use during the winter months. This is why leaves change color in the fall. The green pigment fades away, revealing the brilliant yellows, oranges, and sometimes deep reds that were hidden all along. Once the tree has reclaimed what it needs, a special layer of cells forms at the base of each leaf, gently cutting it off from the branch and allowing it to fall away. By shedding their leaves, deciduous trees conserve precious water and protect themselves from the weight of snow and ice, which could otherwise damage their branches. It's a clever strategy. Take full advantage of the sunny, productive months, then shut down and wait out the harsh winter, ready to burst back to life when spring returns. Now let's look at evergreens, the trees that are always green. Unlike deciduous trees, evergreens keep their leaves or needles year-round. They lose old leaves gradually, so they're never without their food-making machinery. Even in winter, evergreens can photosynthesize on sunny days, giving them an edge in short growing seasons. Their leaves are often needle or scale-shaped, with a waxy coating to conserve water. This makes them tough, able to survive dry or cold conditions. Evergreens don't need to regrow all their leaves each spring, saving energy for growth and defense. Their strategy is about endurance, always ready, always resilient. By holding on to their leaves, evergreens thrive in some of the world's harshest environments. Their constant green presence is a testament to their adaptability. For deciduous trees, dropping leaves is a calculated move to save water. In summer, broad leaves lose lots of water, but that's fine when rain is plentiful. In winter, frozen ground means roots can't absorb water. Keeping leaves would dehydrate the tree. Shedding leaves also prevents damage from snow and ice, which could break branches or destroy delicate leaf cells. It's a way to get rid of pests and diseases that accumulate on leaves during summer. Each year, the tree gets a fresh start with new, healthy leaves. The fallen leaves aren't wasted. They insulate the soil, protect roots, and decompose into rich humus. This enriches the ecosystem, feeding the tree and other plants. Letting go is about survival, renewal, and giving back to the forest. It's a cycle that benefits both the tree and its environment. Deciduous trees thrive by knowing when to let go. Evergreens have a different set of advantages. With leaves year-round, they can photosynthesize whenever conditions allow, even in winter. This is crucial in places with short growing seasons, like the far north or high mountains. Their needle-like leaves are tough, waxy, and conserve water, while natural antifreeze in their cells prevents freezing. Each leaf can last several years, saving resources in nutrient-poor soils. By holding on to nutrients, evergreens thrive where deciduous trees might struggle. Their dense canopies provide shelter for wildlife and protect the ground from deep frost. Evergreen forests are stable refuges in a changing world. Their strategy is endurance, weathering the storm, not hiding from it. This approach has allowed evergreens to dominate vast regions of the planet. Both tree families are everywhere around us. Deciduous trees include oaks, maples, birches, elms, ashes, and beeches, famous for their broad leaves and autumn colors. They thrive in temperate climates with clear seasons, creating classic four-season landscapes. Some tropical trees are also deciduous, dropping leaves to survive dry seasons. Evergreens are just as diverse. Conifers like pines, firs, spruces, and cedars dominate northern forests. Their needle-like leaves and cone shapes are perfect for shedding snow and surviving cold. Not all evergreens have needles. Holly, olive, and many tropical trees keep broad leaves year-round. In rainforests, most trees are broadleaf evergreens, growing continuously in warm, wet climates. Each family is adapted to its environment. from snowy mountains to lush jungles. Their diversity shapes the world's forests and ecosystems. Wherever you are, you're likely surrounded by both. The behavior of trees is deeply tied to the seasons. For deciduous trees, shortening days signal it's time to prepare for winter. They pull nutrients from leaves and shed them before the first frost. Winter is a time of rest. No leaves, slow metabolism, and survival on stored food. Bare branches withstand snow and wind, ready to burst with new leaves in spring. Evergreens respond more subtly to the seasons. Their activity slows in winter, but they can photosynthesize on mild days. Their tough needles and conical shapes help them survive snow and cold. When weather improves, evergreens are ready to grow immediately. In hot, dry climates, broadleaf evergreens use waxy leaves to conserve water. Each tree's form and function are matched to its climate and weather challenges. The rhythm of the seasons shapes every forest. Trees are masters at adapting to their environment. The story of green versus bare trees is about two brilliant survival strategies. There's no single best way. Deciduous and evergreen trees have each found success in their own environments. Deciduous trees master change, growing fast in summer and resting in winter. Their leaf drop is a clever tactic for conservation and renewal. Evergreen trees are built for endurance, thriving in tough conditions with persistent leaves. Both strategies create beautiful, diverse forests across the world. Next time you're in a park or forest, notice the oaks ready to shed and the pines standing firm. You're witnessing nature's ingenuity, two designs for survival. Whether letting go or holding on, each tree is a symbol of strength and adaptation. The bare branch and the green needle both tell a story of resilience.